Hello again, I'm James Taylor, the author of Jazz and Improvised Piano, and I'm going to go through lesson 6 now, which is a nice sort of Phil Collins type improvisation. I hope Phil Collins isn't watching this, and if he does, I hope he doesn't mind. Okay, right, let's have a quick look and see what happens. So the left hand, we've got a low C first of all, a C octave. Then we can move up to an F and play an F octave. Something like that, and then again. Now the right hand can improvise freely on the white notes. It's a very free improvisation, this one. What we can do, first of all, though, we can play various triads. We've got like a C major triad. Go down to, well, we can actually use any triad that we choose. We might choose an A minor triad, maybe to an F major triad, and we can chop and change. We might go perhaps from a C major triad to an F major triad. And first of all, the left hand can just hang out on a low octave C here, like this. And the two together sound something like this. Notice what I did in the middle. I played this A minor triad and I moved it down like this. All I'm using here, we're just using block triads, and again we can use any of those. We could actually even use that one as well, or D minor. Any triad will work fine. And again, the left hand, as well as using your C, can move up to an F. If you put the two together, it sounds like this. So now then, the right hand can also use sixths. When we play a sixth, if we look first of all, if we count it from a C. Now C counts as 1 when we're counting intervals. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the first note counts as 1. It can be any note. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is said to be a sixth, and we can move this gap, if you like, around. That kind of a thing. And we can, if we play the low C and the F in the left hand again as before, we get something like this. Like that. Now then, these triads we can mess around with a bit. We've got a C major triad here. We can move the bottom note down like that, or we can move the middle note around. We can move it. So I'm just displacing different degrees of the triad, 1, 3 and 5. I'm just moving them up or down a note or two while the others stay in place. So, for example, I can move the bottom note while these two stay put, but I can move this one down a bit. Again, I can keep the outer two where they are, and I can I'm moving the middle one around a bit there, or I can move the top one. And I can do that any way I want to. So when I was on the G there, I was keeping the triad mostly in place. First of all, I fiddled with the bottom note, and then I fiddled with the middle note, and then I fiddled with the top note. And also, well, I can keep one note in place and just fiddle with the other two. With the left hand playing the low C's and F's, that sounds something like this. So, anyway, if I play this sort of thing over the C's and F's, what I'll do in a minute, I'll play all these different riffs in any order that I choose over the low C's and the F's. I can also play single lines of notes. Any white notes will sound good. Okay, so I can use all these devices here. We've got the triads. We've got the six. We've got the displaced triads. And we've got the single lines of notes. And also, I don't know if you've done any classical piano, you can use the chord inversions too. For example, this is a C major triad. C major triad there. We've got C, E, and G. I can move the C to the top, and we get this sort of shape here. It's said to be a first inversion triad for those who know the theory. But you can move this shape around. Or again, you can play a C major chord in this inversion to a G major chord. In root position. So you can juggle between inversions and root position chords as you want to. Anyway, if I bring all these ideas together over the C and the F and the left hand, you can get something rather nice that sounds like this. Just to give you some idea of what sort of effects you can get. Okay, have fun with this. Again, the idea is just to explore the keyboard and have lots of fun just playing with 6 single notes and various triads, while the left hand plays the octave C and the octave F. Have fun with this.